and welcome to Cranio Creations channel, Twitch channel, YouTube, and Facebook. I'm Rosita, your host, as usual, and we are here today with our special friend from Poland, Greg, who is here to represent Portal Games, our Polish partner. To join him and play with him, we have part of the usual squad, which is Giuliano Quati, editor-in-chief from Cranio Creations, Elisa De Micheli, international sales and marketing from Cranio Creations. What will we play today? Today we will play Magic School, the new game that we are in the process of developing and finding a title for. So suggestions open, okay? We're open to suggestions. Now, before we begin, let me kindly remind you again that we would really appreciate it if you and on our socials, namely Cranio Creations Global on Facebook, Cranio Creations Uncut on YouTube, and Cranio Creations on Twitter. Please feel free to give us your feedbacks on the game, a title if you have one, and tell us what you think about the moves we make. And now let me pass the floor to Giuliano, who will explain to you how the game works. Hi, Giuliano.
Hello, everybody. Okay. Hi, hello, everybody, and hello,
Hi.
Greg. Now Elisa is going to share the table of Tabletop Simulator, where we have a game already set up for a 3-player game. Basically, as you may know, but I'll make a refresh of the rules for Greg. This is a strategy game for families for 2 to 4 players. We're playing the 3-player game, which of course has a different setup and some slight change on the rules. But what do we see on the table? So every player has a player board that represents the school dining room, an entrance on the left, and on the right, a building area for the towers. At the center of the table, we have the circle of 12 island tiles. On each island, mostly on each island, we have one creature token, and those tokens represent different students of different magical creature. So we have the dragons, the red token, the fairies, the pink token, and so on. Also on the tile, you can see this big orange pawn, which represent Mother Nature. Between the tiles, we have 3 circular tiles, which are the cloud tiles, where also you see some student tokens, and also 3 cards, 3 character cards, because today we are going to play an expert game using the 3 cards special abilities. So basically the game goes in rounds, and each round is divided into 2 different phases. The first phase is the planning phase, where players decide which card to play from their hand. So every player starts with 10 cards, valued from 1 to 10, and you can see the value of the card on the top left corner of each card. And basically the value of the cards represent the turn order in the next action phase. So players will take turns from the lowest card to the highest card. On the action phase, basically we have 3 actions to perform. The first thing that we must perform is to move 4 students from our entrance. And we can move either on our dining room or on an island of our choosing. So for example, we can choose to move 2 students on our dining room and 2 students on an island in any combination. And of course, we can also move students of different colors in the same turn. Whenever we move students on our dining room, we must check all the other players' dining room, and if we are the player with the most students of one color, we take control of the professor token of the same color. So for example, let's say that I'll start the game. I'll put two red students on my player board. I have the majority of red, so I take the red professor here. For all the time that a player holds a professor on their player boards, it means that all the creatures, all the students of the same color on all the islands are influenced by that player. So this is the first action that you do. You move for students from your entrance, either on your dining room or on the island in any combination. Second step is to move Mother Nature. So Mother Nature move from one island to another, always in a clockwise direction, and you always have to move Mother Nature at least of one step. But the card that you have played shows on the top right corner an icon with a number of steps for Mother Nature. So that number represents the maximum step that you can perform with Mother Nature. So at the end of the movement of Mother Nature, all the players must check their influence value on that island. So at the beginning of the game is pretty simple. We have very few students on each island. So for example, let's continue the example before. I have two red on my player board. I have the red professor. Mother Nature ends up in an island where there is one red student. So it's pretty easy. I have the more influence on that island. It means that I can, and I will, build a tower of my color on that island. Of course, when more students are on each island, we must calculate what players influence the different colors, and the player who has the most value builds the tower.
Sorry to interrupt. Sorry, Julie. Someone says hi to Elisa, Monica from Plan Zone Newsy. She just stepped in to say hi.
Hi,
okay?
Monica. Hi, Monica.
Sorry, let me go back.
And
thank you for following us.
In case of a tie, no player builds the statue. It might happen during the next round of the game that Mother Nature ends up in an island where there is already a tower. So in that case, we still check the majority, but the tower has a value of 1 for the player who controls it. So also the tower has a value during the majority calculation. So if the player who has built the tower still has the majority, nothing happens. So that player doesn't build a second tower. But if it happens, and it may happen, that another player has the majority in that moment on that island, that player will replace the tower already built with a tower of their colors. So it's a pretty strong move to end up with Mother Nature on an island controlled by another player and be the player in that moment who has the majority, because you build a tower, but also you make that other player lose a tower. There is another pretty innovative and fun rule that says that when you build a tower on an island and there is a tower of the same color on an adjacent island, those two islands get connected because the tower has a magical attractive power. So we will put the two islands tile together, and from that moment on, those two tiles will be counted as only one island. So there will be only one step for Mother Nature movement, and if Mother Nature ends up on this group of island, we will check all the creatures there, all the towers there. And of course, if a player gets the majority against the player that has already built a tower, both the towers will be replaced. So until now, Greg, is everything clear?
Just one question. So do I understand correctly that students on islands are basically nobodies?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So no players has the control of the students on the islands. We can influence them if we have the professor token in that moment. But since the professor token can be exchanged between players, because if you put on your player board more students of the same color, you take control of the professor. Basically, in that moment, all the students on the island change influence and become influenced by you and no more by the previous player. So it's pretty powerful to gain control of the professor during the game.
Okay. Just want to say hi to Mateus as well from Brongue Shot. Hi.
And the third step, during your turn, you choose a cloud tile available from the middle of the table. You take it and you take all the students from that cloud tile and you put them back to your entrance area. So at the end of your turn, you will always have 9 students in your entrance area. I have told that we are going to play a expert game. So we are going to use 3 characters for this game. The characters are here inside at the middle of the table, and each character has a different ability and a different cost illustrated in the top left corner of each card. So starting from left to right, the first character has a cost of 3 coins, and its ability says that during a calculation, so when Mother Nature ends up the movement, you can choose a color present on that island, and all the students of that color count 0. So it's a pretty powerful character for achieve the majority over another player. The second character starts the game with 4 students on the card, and the ability says that when you activate this card, you can take one of the students and move it directly to your dining room. So it's pretty strong to get the majority and get control of the professor. The third character is pretty powerful as well. It says that during this turn, if you activate it, you take the professor pawn even if in case of a tie with another player. So usually you have to exceed the number of students controlled by other players on their dining room. If you activate this character, you can take the professor pawn even in case of a tie. The cost illustrated on the card is only for the first player who uses a character. Then all the other players must pay 1 coin more. So the first player will put 1 coin over the card just to remind this special. I think I said everything. So as you see, we all start with 1 coin. Yeah, the last thing is how we get the coin. If we take a closer look to our player board, on the 3rd, on the 6th, and on the 9th space of each table, there is an illustrated card. It means that when you cover that space with a student, you get the coin. Pretty simple. Is the character rule clear to you, Greg?
I think so, yes. Another question. So if I move the student from the space with a coin, because I think I can do it or not, or you can move only from the entrance to dining hall or islands. So you cannot move. Can you move back from the dining hall?
No, usually not. Some characters, not the ones that we are using now, allows that, but usually no. Once you move a student or in an ally island or on your dining room, it can never go back. Okay. And you must put the students from left to right on your dining room.
Okay, that's nice. That's perfect. I get it.
Okay, so I think that we can start. You can take the card in your hand. If you just put your yellow hand on the deck and you digit 10 with your keyboard, you get all the cards in your hand. And then we can start to play. We can let Elisa be the first random player. she will be the first player who chooses a card. Then you will go after her, and of course you must choose a different card. So you cannot play a card with the same value that already played by another player in the same round.
Okay, so I will go for F4. Start with a middle number.
As an overall advice for all the players of this game, in the first round, of course, being the first player could be a good option because, of course, it's pretty simple to get control of the professor. You simply need one student to take control of the professor. On the other end, other players can steal the professor from you during the next round. So you should check the other player's board and see what type of students they have in their entrance to see what are their possibility to put students on their dining. Greg, I'll leave it to you. You're free to choose the card that you want.
Okay.
All cards except the 4.
And if I pick a lower number, I will be going before
Elisa, but then I will play a card, so it's up to me to decide what I want to play.
And just checking because there's a blue pawn on the blue student in the dining hall. It should be there or not?
No, it shouldn't be there. I think that Giuliano left it from the
explanation. Okay.
Okay, from the explanation.
Of course, the other things that you think that you should check is the movement that you can perform with Mother Nature, so as to end up on an island where you may build a tower. So you have played a 3. Elisa has a 4, and I can go after you. So I will play an 8. So Greg, it's your action phase. So first thing, choose 4 students on your entrance and move them into your dining room. Usually at the beginning of the game is more powerful to put them into your dining room and not on the islands.
Yes. So I will try to. Good question. But still, okay. 1, 2, and probably 3 here.
Okay, so I give you a coin from the bag.
And that was pretty straightforward. And now I will put F1 here.
Yellow. It's a pretty good choice because I don't have yellow on my entrance. Elisa just have 1, so she cannot take the control of the yellow during this round.
Yes. So right now I take the professors, or
yes.
Okay.
Immediately you receive the yellow one and the pink one.
The pink one. Okay. And
so the first step is over. Second step, moving Mother Nature, and you can move it. You can move it up to 2 steps. So you can decide 1 or 2. Either way, you will build a tower.
Suddenly, I have a choice. Okay. So I will try move 2 steps. 2 steps here, and since I have the control of the professor, so I do build the tower here, right?
Exactly.
Oh, it will not. It will not stay for long. I think it's a clearly bad omen, but we'll see.
Okay, so now it's your last step for this turn. You
So I pick
choose one of the cloud tile and take all the students back to your entrance.
I'm still going with this one, although it may be. Yeah, I will try to do.
Okay, so I'll put them on the side of the cloud so you
Thank
can
you very much.
select
All of them.
all,
Yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
them together.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm done for my turn, correct?
Yes, Elisa.
Okay. Now it's to me. So I only have a red island available. So even if I have just one red, I will put it in my dining room so that I can get the control of the red professor. And then I can place 3 more students. So I will place, I think, the 3 greens. Also get a coin.
Also give you a coin.
Move up to 2, but I just move by 1. So I will build a tower as well. Let's see if it stays. Okay. And then I pick this cloud. Okay, so I'm done.
Okay, so it's my turn. I have 3 blues on my entrance, so I want to invite them in my dining room. The blue students represent the unicorns, and I get the blue professor. And I also think that the green professor is controlled by Elisa at the moment.
Indeed.
My 4th student will be the red one. I have 1 coin given by my 3rd unicorns on my player board. Then I can move up to 4 because I played a cute dog. So I will move 1, 2, 3, 4, all the steps, all the way up to this island where there is a unicorn, luckily. So I build a tower there. There is only 1 cloud left for me, so I take all the students from that cloud, and the first round is over. So second round can start. Planning phase first, we draw 4 new students for each cloud tile, and then we can start the planning phase by choosing the cards that we want to play. From this round, the first student to choose will always be the first player to choose will be always the player who has played the lowest number card in the previous round. So it will be you, Greg.
Yes.
And then you are free to choose any card. So you don't look at the cards played in the previous round.
Of course. Very good question what to play right now. And okay. Okay, let's go with 5. Okay, over. Come on. Yep.
Okay, a 5. So it's my turn to choose. We have a green, a blue. I must see what Elisa would like maybe to go first to build a green here, maybe later than me. She has played the 4, so I'll play. But it's pretty dangerous for me.
Greg played the 5, right? Am I right? Yes.
Yes.
5.
Okay, so also here I'm pretty. All right, but let's try. I
don't
play
plans a lot in advance. So,
I play a 3 for you,
okay.
Elisa.
Okay, so either
Three.
1 and 2, or Elisa goes last. Yeah, right?
Yes, only she
Exactly.
plays 1 or 2.
But
So
I think,
I wanted to put a little pressure on her
Clearly.
because, of course, using the 1 and the 2 is pretty strong because
Yeah.
you are going to be first for sure. But then I'll make her discard the 1 and the 2.
but I think that you can make a lot of steps, and so I will see what you're going to do. So I will play the elephant, the lady elephant card. So I will go with a 9.
Okay. So I'm first. That was my plan, and I will do 2 steps. So I'm pretty sure that the island with the unicorn will be mine. But as a first thing, I have to move 4 students, and I will play easy these 2 reds, which gives me 1 coin and the red professor.
Here it is.
And then let me check a little bit your entrance. Okay, you don't have many blues. So I'm starting to play some pink. 1 and 2 here. I move by 2. I build a tower, and then I take the cloud tile from let's go for this one.
Let's see what Giuliano want to get stronger, the dragons or the unicorns? The
Yes.
dragons.
Okay, so now I'm done, and you can go with your turn, Greg.
Okay, so moving students. I cannot gain more, but I need to protect, I believe. So, and I will get probably this one. So, okay. So I'm placing. One more question about characters. When can we choose to play them exactly?
During your turn, of course, you can use them in the best in the moment where their power is activated. So, for example, the first one you can use it when the calculation takes place. The only rules that there is on the character that is that you can use just 1 character at the time. So you cannot pay many coins to activate more than 1 character.
Okay, so give me 1 more second because that opens up a lot, some possibilities here. This information. Okay, so I'm playing actually differently. Maybe it's too early, maybe not. I'm playing 3 greens here.
Whoa,
Okay.
attacking on the greens.
Yes, exactly. And 1 more I can play. So I think that still it'll be this one here.
So you have 1 more coin.
Yes, but I want to spend them to activate the 3rd card.
Okay, so I'll take 2 coins from you. 1 goes back to the bag, and 1 we will put them on the character card. So it means that every time we want to activate those character again, his cost will be 3 coins.
Okay.
So you are activating this, you get the professor, even in case of a tie, it means that you get the green professor, correct?
Yes, exactly.
Bye.
Sorry. It's nothing. It's nothing personal. Trust me.
Okay, no problem. I trust you. Let's see later in the game.
And I'm moving one step,
And you will build a tower.
and I'm
Exactly.
building it up. Exactly. Yes.
So take one of your towers, put
Thank you
them
very
on
much.
the island. Then you choose students from an available
It's
crowd,
a really tough choice right now.
while Elisa can start to think what she will do.
Okay.
Okay. Now, for me, no, well, I don't want to reveal my moves before
I'm
Greg choose them.
yeah, I'm taking this. I'm just how can I slide them over from this not taking one of them each will be okay, just like this. Okay, no easy way.
Yes,
Okay.
normally I take the cloud directly. And then
It's a good way of thinking. Okay, so I'm patiently placing my students here, so you can go.
Okay, so I will place two yellow students here to steal the yellow professor. And then okay, with the red, I have no chances to reach Giuliano. And with the blue, neither. I think that I'm the one with the less blue in the in the game. So what the main thing that I can do is to struggle on the greens. So I I'll take back the professor pawn from
Ooh,
Greg.
my bribe was very short-sighted.
But
Okay, so
you've just seen that even for a small amount of time, having a professor is enough to build the tower. So
exactly.
professors are a little bit naive, so they change preferences quite often in this game.
And one question, because maybe I missed it. When exactly the game ends?
Well, the game ends immediately if a player builds his last tower.
Okay.
So building the towers is the goal of the game. Otherwise, there are many different end game condition if no players build his last statues.
Okay.
So, for example, when when the bag runs out of students. So now at the moment we have 65 students in the bag. So usually this happen in at the eighth or the ninth rounds. Or if the players um, combine the island tiles and create only 3 groups. So if on the table only 3 groups of tiles remain, in that moment the game ends and the player who has built the more towers win the game. In case of a tie, the players who controls the most professor in that moment win the game.
Okay, so I was just wondering because I have two options with the yellow professor. One is nice and the other one is not that nice.
Okay. Do it.
So,
Just do it.
No, because it's a 1 yellow against 1 tower. It's a tie.
oh, you're right.
Oh, but you have plenty of options to change this tie. So maybe not a plenty.
no,
Okay,
no,
one option.
no, but
I
anyway,
agree.
I was going for the nice one anyway. Because
Oh, now I feel bad stealing the professor.
no, but I steal it as well. So I think that we are on a tie for the moment. So yes, basically I will move by one and I will build a tower here. And now I'm just considering if getting one of these interesting available, oops, sorry, these interesting available tokens. And I think that I will do this. So I will pay 2 coins. Oh, no, because, okay, I still have to take the student. Going back. So I'm taking my cloud. and I refill my entrance. Okay, here I am. Perfect.
Okay, so we are about to start the third round. Again, we are refilling the cloud tiles. And then I will be the first one to choose which card to play. So I'm considering the options. I can go first and build a tower here, or maybe not. So yes, again, I'm going to probably go somewhere in the middle with a 6.
A 6. Okay, now it's to me, right? So
No, I'm.
Yes, it's the planning phase. It's always in a clockwise order.
Ah, okay. So it's just the
Starting
first player. Okay, okay. Oh, that's
starting
good.
from the top order.
That's good. Thank you, thank you.
so in this case, I go with a 3.
Yes,
Ooh.
actually, during the development, we decided not to give extra rules. So during the planning phase, a clockwise order is fine.
Mhm.
It's enough. We didn't want players have to continue checking all the values played the previous round to see who have to play. So
Now it is
you,
complicated,
you
but
have played the 3, Elisa.
Yes.
Okay.
not good, not good.
So yes, you have a pretty all the choices before Elisa, between Elisa and me, after me.
If only, if only. Uh, but probably not. Okay, so I will go with. I don't know. One more time, one more check. Yeah, I will go with 9.
A high number. Okay, so you will take your time this turn. And
If
Elisa,
if I could move the pawn by 2 spaces, I would try to go before Elisa, but
yeah, sure.
I couldn't. Okay, so Elisa will connect the islands, I believe. Yes.
Yes. Yes. My plan is this one. So I will play one yellow here and one on this island. And then I will try to put some pressure on the reds, on the dragons. So I
So
play
you take 2 coins in the same turn.
2 coins. So I'm really rich. And I think that I should use a card. Okay, no, but for the moment I move Mother Nature really very easy by 1 and I place a tower here to make the magic happens. And so we can connect up no, the 2 towers, the 2 highlands, sorry.
Asha, leave it to me. Where is the yellow?
This part will be easier in the
I
final games.
I was yeah, exactly. I wasn't clicking anything. I was just staying put.
Okay, done.
Great.
So what do you want to do with all your coins?
I think that I keep it for the moment and I take this cloud.
Bigger pressure on the red.
Yeah. So let's see. It's my turn. I have 5. I can go up. Let me think. And red. Red, where Elisa has a tower and I have the control. So this pressure on the red is now
It's double sided.
probably good for me. Exactly. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because I could build some tower here on the pink island, but that means that I should put more creatures there.
Yes, and you want to keep them to fight. on the
Yeah.
tables.
And you still would need to spend the coins to do it.
So yes, I think I'm going for this action here. I still want to put some pressure
Why,
on it.
Giuliano?
So 2 more reds for me, and then let's say 2 pink, or maybe no. Let's start with reinforcing a little bit the blue, 1 blue and 1 pink. So I get 1 coin. Then I move. No. I needed to put somewhere something there. So no pink here and no coin for me, but a blue here.
Okay, nice.
2, 3. The Elisa's tower worth 1. I have both blue and red. So I will place her
And
tower.
my tower comes back to me.
As a last action, I take, yes, this cloud here. And also, I will pay 2 coins on the pretty lady here to take this red and put it here to gain a coin back and prevent any attack on the red, or actually any cheap attack on the red. And I'm done. So Greg, it's your turn.
Okay. After this, what can I say? Okay, my towers are these 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tough. I will start moving the guys here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Okay. Let's try it like this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that gives me a coin.
A coin for you. I'm giving the coin to you.
Thank you, and I'm checking 6, 4.
Yeah, I was also expecting your blue descent.
And I'm placing. Do I understand correctly? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what happens if just double checking, if I move here? How many I have? 4, 7. Do I understand correctly? If I place it here and I move the tower here, I control it.
No, because it will be a tie between you and Elisa, because you control the pink and Elisa control the.
You just count the professor, not the actual students.
Sorry.
You count what do you count exactly? That's the professors, yes? Okay.
Just.
Yes, because there's a green one and
so it's basically then 1-1.
1-1, exactly. Yeah, you just always count only the students on the island, and that value is influenced by the player who controls the professor.
Okay, so in this case,
so the easy way for you is that you have
I still do it. I still do it. But if I I cannot spend. I have 3 coins to. But if I had 3 coins, I could play this professor and just count then the green for zeros. Yes.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So you can prepare it for later. You can
Yes.
still put the ping there, but just move Mother Nature of 2 steps, which means that you will build you still will build a tower this turn.
Yes. I think that was probably the thing I want to do actually. Okay, let's do it. So I'm moving 2 steps, and I still need to put one more student. Okay. So
So now, usually the third round is the round where when players begins to put students also on the island, just to put in pressure on the island's control by other players, or for example in the actual
An empty
configuration.
one.
Give some population to the 2 islands that starts with no students on them.
Okay, so I'm taking the students from the cloud, and that's all.
Okay, so I'm putting new students on the clouds.
And 4.
And Elisa will be first player.
To choose.
Yes.
Oops, sorry.
Elisa will be first. She has a lot of money, so she has plenty of choices.
Exactly. But
I've noticed that someone else joined us, Greg. But she,
myself is very interested in what
He's shy.
Yes.
Well, just
I'm not sure how he felt that we are talking about him, but clearly.
Just say hello to him.
Yeah.
Hi.
It was Bart, my son, of course.
So, well, basically, in the first island here, I have no option to conquer them. So, I think that I will go for a 6.
Okay, 6. So now, Greg, you have plenty of choice if you want to be first or.
I will go with 4.
4. So yeah, if I will be first, I still have to fight my way on that pink island. I already control the next one. Then I have a green. So yeah, probably my best choice is to leave you this pink island for now. Let's see if I can play between you and Elisa. No, because Elisa has a good memory, and she knew that I already have played my 5.
Well, it's easy this time. I have to be honest. I can see
in
it.
front of me. So again, I'm going for a higher card, and let's say I played the 10, giving me all the options for later. So Greg, is your turn.
Okay, let's put and bet on so many levels. Okay, so I will double checking. I place 1, 2, 3. So I'm taking the blue professor.
Yes, and also a coin.
And yep, exactly. And that was the easy choice. But what to do with the last one? Oh, it's actually pretty tricky. There is 1, 1. I will try to put some pressure probably on. Oh, maybe not. I'm just defending. Okay. So it is with the 4. I'm now moving. I forgot about it. No. So I cannot. Do I understand correctly? So again, if I move here, so this is a 1. So this would be like 1 and 1. Yes.
1-1, exactly.
Exactly.
But
Well, I
if
think that Greg, you should have placed a tower here at the end of the previous
yes,
round.
I should do it.
Is that
Should have
correct?
done it. But if I place this instead of going to the board, if I place it here, that would
Yes,
break
it will
tie.
be 2 against 1, and you will replace the tower.
Interesting. But no. Actually, I don't want to do it. I'm just going. I want to keep it here, and I want to place a tower here. Just moving by 1. It's okay for me. And I move then.
So you will build a tower, and
Yes.
you we'll move it later. And okay, so you create your first group, and
So do I understand correctly? So now I have like 2. So somebody to. So okay. So easiest way to like overthrow this would be using
controlling the pink and putting another student.
or just creating pig I0 and creating any other student basically.
Any other, exactly.
And what happens is so when the islands get divided again, if
No,
that
no,
happens,
no.
they stay.
That player will replace 2 towers,
Oh, okay.
but the group remains the same.
Okay, that's wow.
Yeah, exactly. The group of towers is stronger because, of course, if you can defend them. But it's one of the best part of this game when players can overthrow the opponents on a bigger group.
Okay, and I'm taking this for now.
Okay, Elisa, let's see what you do. You are going to take your revenge against me.
Well, I was thinking about that, but I can make it also really very easy here. Well, about the revenge, at the moment I can. Okay, yes, I can do something with the character cards, for example.
Well, actually,
No.
there is the 2 island where I have this tower here. I
Yes.
no longer control the blue one, so it's a 1 for me, 1 for.
Oh, you're
Greg.
right.
So
2 is enough.
if you reach 2 is enough.
Okay, I can move. Oops, I can move up to 3, right? So I will do something really very easy this time. So I would like to consolidate a little bit the greens. So I place 1 and I get 1 coin. And then I want to fight on the reds. So I'm going to place these reds.
Wow.
And
May I remind you that the coins are meant to be spent.
No, I'm greedy.
Sometimes.
Just want to keep the coin. No. Okay, no, I'm joking. I want to play the 3 coins here. Okay, so I see if they go to the back. Perfect. And I will use this character. So in this case, I can take the professor even though I'm in a tie. Okay. So then I move up to 2 and I build a tower here. So I'm preparing an attack for the next round.
Wow.
So, okay. And then I take this cloud.
Okay, so now it's very bad for me because I control no professor. So if I want to build something now, I need to go on this island Let's see. So you have a lot of green. The same amount of red as me. Greg has 6 blues, and I have only 4, 6. Okay, so I think I'm going to do a waiting turn. So I'm going to, yes, consolidate the blue and coin, and then I will go for 2 yellow. No, let's do 1 yellow and 1 pink to get another coin.
Yes, getting the red control was just a way to slow down a little bit Giuliano with the tower building, because
It was just nasty. Come on.
Okay, so I can move up to
but this is
5.
how the game works. Everybody starts really very nice with unicorns and fairies, and then at
But
the
I
end of
only
the game.
move 1. I decide only to move 1, so I end up here. You have the blue Greg, I have 1 tower, so it's 1-1, a tie, nothing change, nothing happens.
Okay.
I take my token back, and it's a new round that can begin. We draw tokens, and
Exactly.
Greg again will be the first player to choose.
What shall I choose? That's a good question here. Like a very good question. Okay. Okay, so okay. I will. No, I cannot do this. Okay, let's choose. Let's choose. Oh, I don't have that many options. I used all my nice numbers. Okay, I'm choosing a 6 here. 6 is fine for me.
Okay, so it's Giuliano.
6. 6, 6, 6. Elisa,
Don't look at my cards on stream on Twitch, please.
Don't browse them. Yeah.
No, I'm looking to my cards. Don't be mad at me.
Just checking, just asking.
Okay, so I'm going for another waiting turn, but I will play a 2.
Very
Great.
waiting, really waiting turn.
Great tactical, and maybe a bluff, Elisa.
Okay, you're playing.
What are my plans with this 2?
Nobody knows until it
Nobody
happens.
knows. But well,
No threat, no direct threat to you, Elisa. With 1, I'll hand up.
Just for me, just for me.
Yeah,
exactly. No, I was checking. I'm
as
so
I
curious
said,
that
as I said, it will be a peaceful turn for me. I'll explain you later what's my plan.
Yes, I'm thinking if I want to see your plan or if I want to change a little bit the plan. You have played.
It's not that great plan, Elisa.
Okay. So I think that I will go with a 5. So I play in between.
I trick you, Elisa. Now. So I'm
Let's
going to
see.
be
Let's see.
Let's see. No, I don't do anything. No problem. You have too many. But I have 1 red, so I can take the red back. Okay, so I'm going to put one yellow and another yellow, which gives me a coin. Then a red, which gives me the red professor. Then I'm going to place a green. It's never too late to start a color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I put everything here. So I move by 1, and again, nothing happens. But I wanted to play first just to take these 3 yellows here.
Nice.
Okay.
That wasn't a great plan for the moment, but maybe a good move for the future.
Oh,
And also, Elisa,
yes. Tell me,
I'm,
Giuliano.
I'm going to pay 3 coins to activate the last character to steal back the yellow professor from you.
Okay, so the good news is that I'm playing after you, so now
But,
so I can fix some things before
but
Greg plays.
just checking. I wasn't it activated twice already?
Uh, but
Yes.
but not in the same turn. So you can use
No, I'm just saying, should it cost 4 instead of 3?
No, it still
that one
costs
costs
free.
2.
Ah,
No,
so it's always adds 1.
always, yeah. It's
Okay.
just a 2 for the first time, and then always
Okay,
3.
okay, okay. Get it. Okay, okay, okay.
Yes, unfortunately. No, but Giuliano is has a lot of coins anyway. So thank you, Greg, for trying. But okay, so it's to me. How many reds do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, okay. About the red, I think that I will get back the control because, you know, I prefer just to be safe. Okay. And then I have 2 more creatures to play, and I will play. Okay, my plans were different, but I will change my plans. So, okay, no, I play 1 red less here. Okay, and I will
So the
pay.
red professor goes back to me.
No, but
Mm.
wait. That's not
Okay.
so sure because
Don't be so rash.
I'm going to play these characters, so I will get back the control even though we are in a tie. Okay,
Okay.
and then I'm going to play 1 red
Red.
here and 1 green. So I move up to 3, but I just move 2, and I build a tower here to connect the 3rd island as well.
Oh, tricky.
Okay, and then I can say that I'm okay with this, and I just have to choose. You take a lot of yellow, Giuliano, so I think that I will leave on these. But about the reds, 6, 7, we are just in a tie, so just in case I will take one red more than you. Okay, so I'm done. Let's see you, Greg.
Hmm. So just checking. So if I go here with the Mother Nature, so now would be like three-way tie. Do I understand correctly? So it's
Exactly. It's 1-1-1.
1-1-1. Okay,
So
but
you
if
just
I
need 1 more point to replace my tower.
yes, yes, that would be the idea. So to do that, what can I do? Not this, or maybe no, I cannot.
There's a very dangerous Greg area in this side of the
Yeah,
islands because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I think that we are fighting too much between ourselves, Elisa.
We must concentrate on Greg. I think so.
it's not that problematic. Okay, I will try to do it like I can do it like actually both ways. Okay, we have so many yellows. Come on, why do you have so many yellows? Okay. One, five, two.
I was wondering that this time is the first time that we feel so much. Feel so much the table. The red tables are super full.
Three,
I
so I
think
get
it's
the
the first
point.
time.
I'm placing also it here to get another coin.
In the dining room. Yeah.
And I'm question what I'm doing. Three, okay, and I'm placing the one here.
Yeah, you just need one pink
And
or blue.
I'm moving it here.
So, Elisa, if you want, if you can put a microscope, a magnifying lens on this island, I will explain the calculation to our viewers. So I have 1 point for the tower. Elisa has 1 point for the red. Greg has 2 points for blue and pink. So he has the majority, and he replace my tower with one of his, and together he creates a group of islands with his adjacent island tile.
Yes, and I'm also paying. I'm not sure how many coins should I have, but doesn't matter that much. I'm paying 3 for the use of the famous professor who takes all the bribes, and I'm taking all over the yellow.
I think we have used it using like 5
Yes.
times already.
Oh, a lot of
So
time.
again, no professor from me. Thanks, guys. And Greg, I left your students.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much for your help, for traveling with all my students back to my.
So now, all my plans from the previous round has been crashed by this Greg move. Yes, I have a lot of yellow, but no longer the yellow professor, which was part of the plan. So let's see. There is a red island just on the next tile. I'm the first to play, so again, I think that I need to play before Greg. Otherwise, we're going to win by building his last tower on the next island. So I'm forced to play. Oh, my baby, I can leave this decision to Elisa.
I'm just saying it aloud just to.
I'll play the one.
Why? Nice thinking. I mean,
So you play the one.
Yeah, because with the one I can easily build the tower there. So
Yes, I'm just thinking. So you are going to. Okay. Yes, I just want. But I also want to play before Greg, I think.
Boo. Right now I'm crying. So, okay, so basically it doesn't matter that much
Exactly.
because I, well, I don't, so I was playing 10. I'm really slow this round.
Okay, so I only have 2 coins. I have to think very carefully how to defend the next tower. So also, Elisa, try to defend your alone island there because we can be easily attacked. So I'm going to put 1 red here. I get the control of the dragon professor, and it will be fine for me to build a tower here. The next thing is that I have a lone tower here with a blue, which means that I can. I still have 3 professor to put. So I think I'm going to. It's very hard because you have 3 yellows and the yellow professor in your supply. So I'm thinking about putting 2 yellows here. So I'll take the yellow professor, which means that you need all the 3 yellows on your board to take the yellow back. And you don't have enough coins, so I put 1 yellow here. It won't be enough, but still, it's something. So I hope that Elisa will help me defending that island. Let's see. So I move Mother Nature by 1. I have the red professor. I build a tower here.
In the middle of Gregorian.
It should be
All
forbidden.
the countries. And then I take, well, it doesn't really matter. At this point, I take this one. Elisa, it's up to you.
Okay.
No. Okay.
And I think that whatever we will do.
Yes, doesn't change a lot,
Greg
but
is about to win with this because he basically has 5 movements, so he can easily reach all these 3 undefended, undefended islands.
Yes, my problem at the moment is that I have a lot of pink and blue that only helps Greg. So the only thing that I can do to defend a little bit
it's put some red.
Put some red out there, even if it's Giuliano. I think that now we have to join the forces. To strengthen.
It's Cranio cooperation. Come on.
Yeah, one red for me and 1 red for you. I think it's a fair.
Exactly. It's fair. I think so. And now the only thing I can do, okay, I will start the blue and the pink.
Okay.
So basically, I am moving by 1 only, and nothing happens because the control is still for Greg, and he has both the towers. Okay.
You can choose a cloud, and we'll see how Greg will end this game.
I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but we'll see. If I have more money, but I don't. Mm-hmm.
I was thinking the same.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't take 1 more coin. Okay. Yeah.
Now I think that this is a good moment to ask our viewers, what's the checkmate move, if there is one? What's the best move that he can do?
Okay.
in the current
Give me a
situation.
second. Who's this tower? It's here. Okay, I think I do I need okay, maybe I'm wrong, but I think I can do it like placing three here to get a coin, which is
Take the
useless.
yellow.
But take the yellow exactly. So if we move here, I have 2 to 1.
Exactly. That's it.
Okay, so that's basically it. And I can also just okay. So I need to play one more. So I'm just playing the.
Yeah, you basically had the two different ways. One was this one. The other
Mhm.
was just putting the two blues directly from your entrance to that island.
Ah, okay. So but what happens in then? So it's counted like 2 then?
Yeah, you basically just leave the yellow professor to me, and I have one tower and one yellow. There is one blue on the island, but if you put two blues on the island, it will be three against two.
Okay, 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 okay.
So
Somehow I
that,
didn't
that
get it.
was
So
another way.
that's it.
So what Elisa and I should have done earlier in the game was to try to reinforce a little bit this lonely islands with only one tower and one student, because they are the weakest link of
Yes.
of uh, of a of a kingdom. When there is only one student and one tower, it's pretty easy to
Exactly, to conquer.
to attack them. So yeah, basically you can just move Mother Nature by one.
Uh,
You will replace my tower with one of your own, and you will play your last tower. That gives you the immediate win of this game.
Ta-da!
I'm still pretty sure that Elisa could do some bad stuff during the way on my to my tower. So I'm really grateful. This is definitely because of our cooperation. Or
We have attacked Giuliano, thinking that, but okay.
Yeah, but also this is something that happens pretty usually in a three players game. During the game, there are changes of diplomatic alliance between players, because as you have just seen, we spent this round trying to defend us from your checkmate. We didn't made it, uh, but yeah, and
yes, yes,
that's one of the main feature of this game that I like very much. Uh, a lot of variety in this game using the character abilities. We have used them a lot in this game, and also depending on the number of players, the game mode and the way that players interact with each other changes a lot. Just a quick reminder: if you play in four-player games, it will be a team mode game, so two against two.
okay,
And in that case, controlling professor will be, let's say, split between the teammates. And for example, in this game, Elisa and I have like mainly all the red tokens. If 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 it would have been a team mode game, most probably one of us will put would have put all the red tokens on there on the dining room, and the other players would have put the red on the island. So when you play in
yes,
team mode, you basically interact a lot more with your teammates to change the population on the island as well. And it is something that we didn't made a lot in this game. We fought a lot on the dining room, but not a
yes.
lot on the
Yes,
island during the
exactly.
game.
I
And
was
that's
thinking about that, how the characters change the gameplay every time, because
Yes.
really this time we spend the game by stealing each other, the professor pawns, and yes, we do not concentrate on the islands, on the population of the islands. So yes, I totally agree.
So yes, I think that before we say hello to our viewers, I would like to ask Greg his final comments, final thoughts about the game, and then of course we can talk privately later about business.
And
Yes, apart from winning, obviously, but seriously, I really liked it. I mean, it has the clever way of making you planning your moves.
Yep.
So you need to really plan ahead on several levels, but at the same time, it's very transparent and clear. I mean, it's not like it's very really complicated to see what other players are trying to do. I mean, with one look at the board, you can assess it really clearly. So it's really nice put, very and really thinky. I mean, not at the same time thinky, but not overly complicated, which is very, 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 very good. And I do believe that the situation may change a lot during the game. So yeah, I mean, it's a really, 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 really nice game. And
Thank you very much.
yeah,
Yeah, basically, yeah, I think that you exactly reached out what was our focus target for this game. So this game is definitely a family game, but also a family plus, let's say.
Yes.
So yeah, I agree with you. The rules are pretty simple. We have like 4 basic rules in this game, apart from some extra end of round thinking. But the interaction of these rules between players and between the gameplay creates many layers of strategic features. So yeah, basically it's a game that, especially in the standard game without the characters, can be played by anyone pretty easily. So in that case, it's a family game. If you use the characters, of course, the levels rise up, and also the combination of different characters can create many layers of deep thoughts. So
yes,
I think that
I was just exactly going to say that, but 3 characters, but they added like totally new different perspective on the game, and without them, yes, it's much more family friendly because we have no way of to over manipulate the situation
yeah,
on the board.
exactly.
So yeah, and I do believe that maybe I'm wrong, but without the characters, yeah, you would place more students on the board because you
absolutely.
cannot fight so easily on the dining hall. Yes, so it will be
Yeah, that's true.
more stable
That's true.
there. It's very interesting. Very interesting.
Happy to
Yeah.
hear.
So thank you again. I think that our host can join us again to say hello to everybody and end up the live.
Okay, well then, congratulations to the winner, and thank you for joining us. It was a pleasure. Thank you guys for playing, and thank you all for watching. We'll see you next Tuesday at the same hour, but in any case, keep on following us on our socials so that in case there's a little time change, we'll make it. You can be updated on that. Without any delay, let's say, without any problem. And so have a great night, everybody, and see you soon. Okay? Bye.
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 Bye bye.